Okay, a lot of people love to talk, but they don't really say nothing. You can drop a like and go subscribe, knowing 2-5 probably finna hate something. Chop it up about the game, give a little game, knowing you can take something. We just saying less and saying more, should've known before you in the right place. You know Jack can keep it radical, a little crazy with his take, but he gon' keep it factual. And you know he been a fan of wrestling since attitude. We ain't here to be the ones you playing with. Red steady dropping gems only for relationships. We ain't never thinking Liam Neeson if you take it. Come and tap in with your favorites. Hey, we gon' talk about your latest. Yeah, come and tune into the station. Come and listen to this conversation. Like and subscribe, we going live. We gon' tell you what you need to hear in perfect moderation. Wait, it's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Hey, hold up.
And welcome to Say Less, Say More. The trio you never knew you needed. Go and get your money, little duffel bag boy. Today, the Bears are on the move. How disappointed are you in your kids? You know, Jack got a movie for us, and he's on me because I ain't seen it yet. But I got the gang with me. The one and only El Residente. And I said Jack, but who knows? He's a man of many names. What name has he got for us today?
Yo, what it is? Yo, what it is, man? It's your boy Radical Jack, a.k.a. Ringo Mandingo. I don't really have too many names today. I'm kind of hype over the song.
All right, well, with that being said, I guess let's get right into it. And of course, you know.
I'm sorry, Riz, my bad. I heard the what, but like my sound system is still acting dumb, so I didn't hear anything that he said. I got lucky to hear him say my name.
Well, on top of all that, you know, we got some Joe Budden podcast for you.
Joe Budden podcast.
But first, we're going to do a quick check-in, go around the room. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, it's been an interesting week at the Say Less, Say More podcast. It's been an interesting week, but I had a really good day today. You know, we're recording on a Saturday. I actually was able to be the facilitator of today's session for my middle school and high school boys. And we talked about becoming him. And the him is the version of yourself that you want to be in the future to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. So shout out to Jack. Thank you for pulling the book up. We appreciate that. We all love that book. www.lewlegacy.com. That's LEWLEGACY.com if you want your copy. But now we talked about, you know, some of the themes from the book and just getting them to sort of look at their future and realize that they have something to offer. Anytime I can do that is always a good thing. So yeah, it's really, really good week. Looking forward to have some great conversation with my homies. So shout out to y'all. Good.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mandingo.
Yeah, Ringo, man. Here to Say Less, Say More podcast. Yeah, man, this week was a lot, you know. Lots of fights. You know, we almost broke up. It was crazy. Like, y'all might not have never got a fight. It was insane. So, you know.
What?
2-5, man. You know, he's the glue. 2-5 the glue.
2-5 the glue, man.
Yeah, somebody got to be the purple pill, I guess.
Look at that.
For those who don't know, you know, red and blue make purple. So.
Look at that. Look at us, y'all. We are the United States of America.
And I got a passport.
Hey, turn up. Nah, this week was pretty cool. I got a haircut, so I'm pretty happy about that. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be week 3, right? I think this is week 3 or 4 of me working at HEB. So pretty excited, you know what I'm saying? They're thinking about making me cashier. You know, they said
Hey, tell the people what HEB stand for.
here everything's better, or Henry E. Butts. So you know, it's however you want to look at it. But yeah, man,
Sounds
they
like
said
you really did a good job in the training.
yeah, dog. So I might actually be moving up to cashier pretty soon.
Nice.
So pretty excited, dog.
Nice. Love it. Love it. Love that for you.
Yeah.
All right.
But you
You know,
2-5, what's
over
life
here-
like?
Yeah,
I'm in my new studio, of course. You know what I mean? The house is getting worked on. So about a month and I'll be able to live regularly again. But in the time being, just writing them articles for chopchat.com, you know, drop 3 of them this week. You know what I mean? Got the portfolio building and all that. You know, shout out to Rashard Green, Florida State all-time leading wide receiver, becoming the wide receiver coach at Lincoln High School in Tallahassee. But, you know, I'm doing my due diligence, and we're about to get into it. So, guys, get ready to say more.
Yeah.
So, what I want to know, and of course, part of this conversation came from the Joe Budden podcast.
Joe Budden podcast.
But are there any, I guess, occupations that your children could delve into after you paid for them to go to school that you would see them as a disappointment in?
So, you want me to lead off, or you want to do?
Go for it.
So as you know, I think me and 2-5 both have daughters who are college graduates now. Because your daughter graduates from A&M.
Yeah,
So
she
she's
graduates
close.
in September.
Yeah. And congratulations for that, for sure. Definitely. Shout out to baby girl. Yeah, my daughter graduated from Clemson in last May. And I don't know if there's anything that she could have done after it that would have disappointed me. What I will say is, because this conversation does come from a conversation that they were having with Mark Lamont Hill about, he was saying, you know, if my daughter goes to college and I spend X amount of money for them to go to college, then my expectation is that they're going to do something that's going to make it worth the time. I'm a big believer in talking to my kids on the front end about why we're going to college. Like, are we going to college because we just want to go to college, or are we going to college because we want to use that for a career? I think a lot of parents don't take that time on the front end to sort of have those conversations about why college is important, and sort of the reasons to go to college, and the fact that there are a lot of jobs that if you want to do it, you can do it without a college degree. And what I always tell my kids is, if there's a job that you want to do and it doesn't require a college degree, then you can be doing it now to figure out if you actually like it. So let's not wait until we get out of high school to do the thing that you say you want to do. For example, if you want to do welding, you can get in a programming in high school that will allow you to weld. If you want to sing, you can sing as early as elementary school. You can be singing. You can sing on the corner. You can sing in the choir. You can sing at karaoke. You can sing all these different places. So I try to have those conversations on the front end so my kids will have a level of expectation of what it looks like. And if I recognize within my kids that you're not college material, that's another conversation that we have. And those are real honest conversations that we have in my family. So I'll pass it off.
So my thing is to piggyback what you just said, the whole your kid not being college material. Well, first let's ask. Look, 2-5 said, is there a position that your kid can get into post college that you would be sad about? I don't know, because my kids are not old enough for that yet. So I guess I don't even wrap my brain around those kind of scenarios. But I guess I don't know. It's kind of weird because, you know, now that we're reading Justice, I kind of look at things differently, you know. So it's like most people would be like, I don't want my daughter to strip. Let's just say that, right? However, stripper or waitress at Hooters, I think I'd rather her be a waitress at Hooters, you know. So it's like there's things that you could probably be pissed off at, but you can always look at it at the lens of it could be worse, you know. So I think the thing for girls, I think all dads pretty much think the same thing. We don't want our girls to do anything that's not, you know,
Sex work.
Right. Exactly. I don't want her to ever have to objectify herself. So outside of that, I think I'd be kind of disappointed if she post college was, you know, doing what I do, you know, bagging groceries or, you know, grabbing grocery carts. You know, I'd be kind of sad because you got a degree and, you know, I want you to be better than me. Outside of that, my son, I don't know. I'm kind of one of those ex-military, push my kids into the military thing. I want my sons to go to the military. I don't really want them to go to college first. I want them to go to the military and then figure it out from there. But that's just me.
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna go off of what Rez said, but I don't even remember what the last point was at this
You
point.
were talking about the thing about the college material, but we can come back to that.
Yeah, so I was thinking along the lines of, first of all, without sounding too, I guess, PC, I want my child to do something that makes them happy. You know, that's the first thing. You know what I mean? Because I'm getting into some things that make me happy, but I'm at a later stage of life. You know what I mean? Where these are things that I probably could have did 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and set myself up. So that's number one, be happy. Number two, something that you can branch from. So like if you don't want to stay in that particular area forever, so like say hypothetically, my kid decides to become a banker, you know, and you're at the cashier, you know, window and all that kind of stuff like that. Have a plan to advance and go forward and not just be that forever. And then most importantly, you know, because this conversation was more about like with them, it was about if I pay for this college and then you come out and do nails for a living or something like that. I don't know if disappointment is the right word, but I would definitely look at my kid kind of sideways. Like, why did I pay for all this? Like, you could have went to community college and learned some things and then decided like, I want to not do this or I want to move forward. But if I invest that money, because I'm going to tell you right now, I tried to go to Purdue at one point. And because, you know, luckily military pays for my education, VA pays for my education. But, you know, I was looking up degree plans at Purdue and we talking like $61,000. Yeah. So if I pay $61,000 a year just for you to graduate or not even graduate, and then just decide that you want to work at the banker window, yeah, we're going to have some conversations.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I definitely think there's something to that. And 2-5, to your point, that's actually the conversation I have with my kids way early is, what do you love to do? Like, I want you to do the thing that you love to do, whatever that is. But understand that not all those things require a college degree. So we're not going to, like, dad's not rich. Like, I don't have money just falling out of my pockets where I can just pay, you know, $350,000 to $400,000 for you to decide you want to basket weave. You can basket weave way before that. So let's start getting, okay, you like basket weaving? We'll get you to basket weaving classes at 11 years old. Let's start that. Or 16 years old. But like I told my son, to your point, Jack, when I told RJ, I said, listen, you will either have a plan by your junior year of high school or I have a plan for you. Right? Which comes into that conversation about being sort of quote unquote college material. My son is brilliant. My son is extremely intelligent. What my son does not have at this time is work ethic. I know that because I have to force my son to complete his homework. We got to catch up on all assignments all the time, every year. Like, this is a thing. And if you go off to college, there's nobody to help you catch up. Like, once you get behind, you're just behind. That's it. So the conversation that we have is, okay, son, you're not interested in doing like school. And right now, school is free. So if we put ourselves in a position where I have to pay for your school, trust me, one, I can't pay for school. So it's going to be your college loans. It won't be mine. But you're going to put yourself in extreme debt for what? So let's find out what it is that you want to do. And if you don't know what it is you want to do, we have a perfect place for you to figure it out. Uncle Sam is right there whenever you need him. So as long as you don't mess yourself up, you know, get too injured or you know, have some kind of mental breakdown, we're gonna be all right. And that's what we sort of work with. And each of my kids has been that on a case-by-case basis. You know, we have 2 kids in the military. Isis is about to be the 2nd kid in college. Tasha went to college, it didn't work out. You know, that was another one of those conversations I was like, hey, this may not be it. And she fought against me. And then it turned out being, you know, sort of what we feared it would be. You know, she's figuring out life now, but like, these are conversations that I believe that parents should be having early, ongoing, not once. And you don't wait until their senior year to have it. You got to be having these conversations. So, Jack, your children are younger. So these are conversations you could be having with your older son now. You know what I mean? Like, hey, son, what are we looking at? What do you want to do? Where do you want to end up? Just sort of get that gauge that will allow you to sort of have those conversations. Like, you won't be starting them. Because I see a lot of parents with kids that I mentor, they're like, oh, we'll wait to talk about college when he's a junior year in college, in high school. That's way too late to start those conversations.
I agree. Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm a military guy, so he's already said like I just want to go to the military, and I was like, Cool. Like, I don't need to have a college conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's not what you want to do. His mom pushes back. Like, she doesn't want to do it, but I mean, hey, whatever. Like, you can't, I get you don't want him to do whatever, but at the end of the day, much like 2-5 just said, like, it's what he wants to do. It's his life. You don't get to tell somebody, don't do this because I don't want you to. Like, it doesn't matter what you want him to do because you're going to force him to go to college. And then what? Then what? Just everything you just listed. Everything you just listed. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, I don't want you to go to college, and now it's like he's sitting on my couch, going to school every day, and he's just miserable because it's like, I don't want to do this. Then I'm waking him up. Did you go to class? Like, hell no.
It's the worst. It sucks. It sucks as a feeling because it's like, it's not that you're a bad parent, and I also want to make sure that, like, these statements that we're making is not saying that you're a good or a bad parent if you have these. We all deal with things in the way we deal with them. We're just talking about the ways that we've dealt with them within our individual families. But for me, as somebody who works with kids, this is something that I see that happens way too late. And then you want to force the kid, like, well, why don't you want to go to college? I'm like, dog, I don't like school.
That's it.
Okay, you don't like school. What are the other options that are available? And I want to give every parent that's under the sound of my voice a tip. There's a website, www.careeronestop.com. Everybody that comes by my house goes to this site. They do the interest inventory. They do the career inventory. It tells you what careers are like. It lets you take a very short quiz. I think it's 20 questions, and it literally will tell you jobs that line up with what you are that will be interesting to you. It tells you what kind of education you need. It tells you how much money those jobs make on average. It tells you what's the likelihood of being able to find the job. It tells you all these things. What cities that the most available jobs available in? Like, these are things that your kids need to know, and you can start these conversations really, really early if you just do that work on the front end. So nobody wants to waste money on college. Nobody does, especially it gets more and more expensive every day. I want to say Howard University is $70,000 a year right now. $70,000.
And you take 4 of those, and it's
280,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as a wise man said, you know, oh, if you didn't know, your ass better call somebody.
Somebody.
Because like, you know, to Rez's point, kids are going to be indecisive. They're young. Yeah. They don't, you know, they might want to do something for 4 years and then just wake up one day and be like, no, this ain't what I thought it was, you know, because we all have ideas until we put ourselves in those positions. So, you know, so from that standpoint, encourage your kids to fail. You know, not fail from the standpoint of being a loser, being homeless, or anything like that, but just from the standpoint of to find your true north. You know what I'm saying? There's detours along that way. So, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? The only person that's going to beat you up about it is yourself, because we're our biggest critics. But, you know, we're always in your corner as parents. Or at least we should be. We're all in your corner always. So I'm not necessarily saying that you got a forever life raft, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. But I'm not just going to let you fall on your face. But that starts before you get into what you're trying to do.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
absolutely. And parents,
that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, just to double back on that, bro. Like, your kids are gonna fail. Like, you have to. What we say in our house is, I will let you fall, but I'm only gonna let you fall so far. Mm-hmm. Like, there will always be some kind of net that's like, okay, dude, like, all right, pick it up. Now, unless you are just determined to be a loser. If you're determined to be a loser, I'm gonna let you be a loser. And then once you decide, hey, I don't be a loser anymore, then come on back home, let's get it right. And I've had kids go through that as well. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna fail. And then I'm like, all right, dog, I give up. I take my hands off it. And now they bump their head really hard and it's like, okay, Dad, I'm ready. All right, you ready? Now let's cook. As a parent, my job is to make sure that I'm ready to give you the motivation and give you the support when you need it, but you have to be willing to take it. So I think you're absolutely right on that, Jack and 2-5.
So guys, you know, speaking of disappointments, man, was I disappointed that them old dudes had to play three straight games and wear themselves out during this All-Star game. It was so awesome until then. Even I have to admit that it was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Did you watch the All-Star game, Jack? Or you want to take it? I got you, Jack. All right, so the All-Star game. For those who didn't watch the All-Star game, they went back to the U.S. They went back to the 3 games with the 3 teams, but this time they split them up with the World. They had the Stars team, the Stripes team. They had the World team, and then they had the Young Boys, right? They had
no, it was just those 3 this year.
Oh, just the 3. Okay, yeah. So Kawhi and LeBron, their team, which is like the OGs against like the younger OGs, which is like Ant and those guys against the World, like Jokic
Wemby,
and Wemby,
Luka,
Shea, SGA. Like it was man, there was some competitive games. Those first 3 games were. Unfortunately, the last one, the old guys were so tired. They tried. It's not even like they like took the foot off the pedal. Like, no, they were taking shots. It just nothing was falling. Kawhi had 31 points in their second game. There was some really
and it was just a quarter, like a regular quarter. 31 points in a quarter.
Yeah, but there were no subs.
So it was just a 5.
So they played just a regular 12-minute quarter. And then, then it's basically a tournament style. So, winner of the first game plays the other team, then it just goes on and on until.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of sad I didn't watch that then. That sounds good.
I'm a hypocritical person at times. So it was awesome. It's just not what I want.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just want the regular East versus West, and I want y'all to care. And what upset me about it, because like I said, it was awesome. So keep remembering that I said it's awesome.
Said it was awesome. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I hated it because after the game, they were talking to Ant, they were talking to all these people, and they kept saying, Wemby came out here and set the tone. And it made me think, because this is the way my mind works, why did somebody have to set the tone for you? You know what I mean? Like, this is a show for the fans. People that pay their hard-earned money to come out here and see you all. This is you against your peers. So why did it take this 23, 24-year-old dude to set the tone? Why? And not necessarily why did Wemby himself, because I'm not trying to bag on Wemby, but why didn't anybody else feel the need to set the tone? Why didn't anybody else feel the need to come out and say, this is my game? And it was in the Intuit Dome. So, so Kawhi definitely, came out and played the part, but he don't talk much.
Right.
So I think Wemby kind of galvanized the game. Now, don't elect Luka and Jokic to any more All-Star games. They're done.
Please,
yo, as Joe Budden would say, enough of you.
Enough.
Enough.
They just don't care.
They don't care.
They literally just run up the court lackadaisical, like everybody else trying to show off, do something fancy. They're just like Jokic's best moment.
Didn't Luka shoot 5 half-court shots last year or something like that?
Something like that. Jokic's best moment of this All-Star game was Devin Booker bumping him out of bounds so he didn't hit Obama. Like that was the highlight of the game for Jokic. You know what I mean? But something that I would like to add though, because Rez brought up the Rising Stars. So the first year that they did this format, the winner of the Rising Stars game was one of the teams included in the tournament. So I would like to see that again. I would like to see the Rising Stars because the NBA doesn't do a great enough job otherwise marketing these guys. So that would be perfect. And, I would also like to see the G League MVP or the G League Finals MVP.
You didn't get out the car?
Get a slot.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? Like just to put himself on the map or potentially showcase himself. But Jack, I know you didn't watch, but I'm gonna just bring this up real quick.
I did watch the dunk contest though. I was
going to bring up the other one. I was going to bring up the 3-point contest because my guy Dame Lillard came out there on one leg and said, "You will respect me."
So how do you feel? How do you feel about me not playing with my team but still showing up to participate in All-Star game funtivities?
I don't have a problem with it because he's hurt, so he can't play.
But my thing is, if I'm hurt, why am I potentially injuring myself by shooting a 3, running, grabbing more balls, shooting, running? Like, you can still hurt yourself. It's an Achilles injury, correct?
I think
you're not fit for the game. You're not fit for the game.
Yeah, I think it's twofold. So I definitely can understand why somebody would think, oh wow, he just loves the game so much that he just wants to do it for the fans. But on the other side, I wouldn't love that if he was on my team and I'm like, okay, this dude hasn't played like in a very long time. We suck.
Well, especially
Like-
when we're fighting for the play-in at that.
Yeah,
You know what
like
I mean?
dog,
Like
Because he's still a Milwaukee Buck, right?
no, he plays
no,
for
he's back
Portland
in
again.
Portland.
And so like from that standpoint, like I'm gonna put it like this. I don't think y'all are wrong. I just disagree. I'll put it like
Oh
that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But because it is an exhibition for the fans. You know, I believe I don't have any like truth to show this, but he's the kind of guy that the fans would pay to see. So you know what I mean? So like going back to that point about the competitiveness, you know, he came out there and was like, I'm defending my title, or I'm the 3-point OG. Let's do this. You know, because I've always said, and this is the part where y'all disagree with me. I've always said, as great as everybody talks about Clay being as a shooter, I've always felt Dame was the next one next to Steph. So, you know, so from that standpoint, I appreciate Dame in a way that I don't appreciate the rest of these guys because they had to be convinced by Wemby to be competitive. Dame took it upon himself and said, no, I'm that dude, and y'all must have forgotten.
Yeah, but he said it in the shooting game. Like it's
I
not
know,
like
I know.
He said it in the actual game.
I know, but hey, the Miami Heat won the slam dunk contest.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, so let's just hold on. Is my mic on? All right.
No,
so
we hear you.
let's be honest. The dunk contest sucks. And it's LeBron James' fault that the dunk contest sucks.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And before I finish this statement, LeBron ruined the dunk contest, and now the dunk contest is officially trash because there are 0 stars in the dunk contest. You are not going to have anybody draw if you don't have a star. There needs to be a star, a Blake Griffin. There needs to be a star, Dwight Howard. There needs to be something there for us to actually want to watch. John Wall was in the dunk contest, and it was great. Can we please get a star? Just one. Just a star. Not some dude from here or this G Leaguer here. Oh, this guy. No, come on, dog. Like, why can't we have Wemby and Anthony Edwards? Like, where are y'all at? Like, where are the stars in the dunk contest?
Yeah, and go ahead, Rez. I'm gonna let you jump in first.
I just had one question, right? So when LeBron was not doing the dunk contest, weren't there other stars that were doing the dunk contest during that time?
Yes, however,
Not of his ilk. Not
LeBron
of his ilk.
But there's only one star of LeBron James's ilk.
Fair.
No, there's not.
Who else is of LeBron James's ilk?
Michael Jordan.
No,
Okay.
we're talking about
No.
we're talking about who was in the league when we wanted LeBron to do the
Right.
slam
When
dunk
Vince Carter did the dunk contest, was he
Like
of
Melo
LeBron
ain't
James's
doing no
ilk?
dunk contest.
Vince Carter is of the ilk as in present time. So in the time that Vince Carter was doing dunk contest, his star level and LeBron's star level are on the same playing field.
No.
Yes.
The difference is that Vince Carter's star level became that because of the dunk contest.
I can't argue with that.
Right? Jason Richardson killed
He
the dunk
was not,
contest.
but
Because
he
of
was
the dunk
lights out.
contest. Because of the dunk contest.
Hey,
So my
one
point,
of the best slam dunk contest we saw was Levine against Aaron Gordon.
right. So that's my point.
That's
so my
true.
point is that even though LeBron wasn't doing a dunk contest, and I understand the critique, and I even I accept it. It makes complete sense. You want somebody of that level who has that ability to do the dunk contest. But it's not like the other stars from that time were like, nah, I'm not doing dunk contest. They were all doing the dunk contest. He just didn't. So
I mean, maybe
we still had. So
maybe
yeah. Go ahead.
maybe it's a little hyperbole. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's hyperbole.
Maybe.
To agree.
So
I
that's
understand the
the
criticism.
thing.
I
to
feel
put it
like
on his feet is like.
I feel like when we think about if we rewind, let's just delete. Let's delete the last 10 years of basketball and just go before that. All the big dogs did the dunk contest that were able to do it. All of them. Whether it was Dominique Wilkins, whether it was Sean Kemp, all the big dogs did the dunk contest.
Right.
And
Well,
LeBron is the only one who didn't. That's
Well,
of that
this is my
era.
take. this is my thing, and I'm gonna sound like an old guy for a second. You know what I mean? Like, there used to be trendsetters. You know, there were people that did things and everybody followed, or they wanted to be like that. I want to be like Mike, all that kind of stuff. So when LeBron didn't do the dunk contest, I'm absolutely there with you. In a moment, LeBron, you're messing the game up. But there is nothing stopping Ja Morant from doing the dunk contest right now. There's nothing stopping Ant, who you brought up, doing it. You know what I'm saying? So why not?
Zion don't do the dunk contest ever.
But this goes back to my point about Wemby in the All-Star game. Why does it have to be somebody else that forces you to pick up the mantle? The slam dunk contest is just there waiting to be taken and grabbed. You know what I'm saying? Why do these guys not want to grab it? Is it their agents? Is it their brand? Is it just they don't want to lose because the era that we live in now is if I lose, I'm overrated or I'm a bum or like all that kind of stuff like that?
That's a big part. I think that's a big part of it. And I think I think that's one of the big reasons that LeBron didn't do it.
That's absolutely why LeBron didn't.
I think it's like, so I already got to deal with all the social media flack. And if for some reason I come out there and I don't put on and if I don't know how many of y'all watched the McDonald's All-American Dunk Contest that LeBron was actually in. It wasn't great.
It was good enough.
It was good. It wasn't great. Zach LaVine, if he was in a dunk contest and did half the dunks he did, would have washed LeBron.
No, LeBron isn't that type of dunker though. He's just powerful. He's just a really hard dunker. He can jump pretty high. Yeah,
but there was
I don't think the creativity and all that is there.
I could not see LeBron doing a jump, put the ball underneath both of his legs and dunk it. And if LeBron loses that dunk contest, Jordan won the dunk contest. Kobe won the dunk contest. Why couldn't LeBron? Like, I can see that conversation happening, and I can see him being like, "Nah, I don't want to deal with that."
Anthony Edwards, I'm challenging you.
But
Anthony Edwards should be in the dunk contest. Ja Morant, you should be in the dunk contest.
100% be in the
you know what?
Ja Morant versus Anthony Edwards would be so dope.
So what I'm saying is, if Ja, so I'm going back to the Vince Carter example, right? If Vince Carter became the half man, half amazing because of what he did, what we remember him doing in that dunk contest, right? Jason Richardson, like if Ja Morant wanted to I can't remember the word, reestablish his career, like go do the dunk contest and put on a show. They will forget all the gun stuff, dog.
Facts. Locked and loaded Ja.
Yeah.
Right. That's all I'm saying. Like it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know who else is disappointing? You know what I'm saying? Like Jade Cargill. You know what I'm saying? Old Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? Old Goldberg up in here hurting people.
Jadenberg.
You know, Jadenberg, not defending her title. She talking about I want to be Storm in, the X-Men movie. You ain't even Rogue right now. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? So like from the standpoint of she has all the personality, all the character. She is a star. When you look at Jade Cargill, you see a star, regardless of her skill level or whatever. She's just one of those people that comes around once a generation or something along those lines.
Agreed.
But I don't know if it's them or her, but somebody's dropping the ball.
I think she needs to tone up a little bit on her mic skills and her in-ring ability. I don't think she's bad in ring. I think they keep making this thing about her like injuring people, but I mean, I feel like that's like nitpicky, because people were saying the same thing about Tiffany Stratton, like, she's missing spots and she can hurt people, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't really like to feed into the IWC because it's a lot of internet idiots, but
agreed.
From what I've seen from Jade Cargill, I don't think that she's as bad as they're trying to lead up. I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah. So what I'll say about Jade Cargill is I don't understand the critique from the IWC that she doesn't defend her title, because it's not like she books her own matches, right? So the WWE put her out. They put her out and made her the champ. They brought her, up from NXT. They made her the champ very, I'd imagine much sooner than people had imagined that she would have. And then they buried her in the lineup. It doesn't make sense to do that. We got people that will never get a title shot that wrestle every single week. Meanwhile, the champion, we see her every once in a while. That's not a Jade Cargill problem. That's a WWE problem. And if WWE doesn't think that she's good enough to wrestle on a week-to-week basis, she shouldn't have the title.
So I
They
don't
should
know
take-
if that's
yeah.
all of it. I don't know if that's all of it because Paul Levesque, is a very old school traditional guy, right? So when we were kids, you know what I mean, you didn't see Hulk Hogan every week, or
Right.
the Ultimate Warrior wasn't on WWF Superstars, or they were saved for the pay-per-view. So it was like, hey, but now we live in this world where pay-per-views don't necessarily exist anymore. You know what I mean? Like they have the PLEs, and you got to build to those PLEs, and you got all these hours to fill with content with all these wrestlers.
Yeah.
So I think that Triple H is trying, because we had the same critique about CM Punk. Like, he didn't even defend the title at the Royal Rumble. Yeah. Where they're trying to make the champion a attraction, that you want to tune in while they're there and miss them while they're gone. But I would say a bigger problem is when we look at people and we think we see Bojangles.
Okay.
Yeah. Kevin Nash.
So, two things. Two things could be, two things could be right.
Yep.
So, Kevin Nash, that's racist. He apologized. I don't know if his apology is good. Whatever. He apologized. Cool. Thanks for apologizing.
Well, he took his apology back.
He did?
Okay. Well,
yeah.
That's weird. But either way, that's so racist.
Odd.
But outside of that, he's absolutely right. I don't like to see what do we call it? Black Boy Joy. I don't want to see Javon
That's
Evans.
Not your jam at all.
I don't want to see him with the Black Boy. I want to see him coming out and ready to whoop ass. Not, hey, here I am. I'm part of the New Day. Because that's what he looks like. He looks like he should be part of the original New Day. Just a bunch of goofy, silly stuff that doesn't deserve a title. He's just a gimmick. And I don't want to see that because he's talented. Come out there on some Randy Orton serious shit and beat people up with your athletic ability. I don't want to hear that boy bouncy because it sounds real ATL like.
No, it sounds real something Atlanta? Else that Reza get mad if I say.
Yeah, he's from North Carolina, but it sounds very ATL.
Yeah, word. I see the coded language you're using there.
So I mean, he ain't on Bunts Road though.
He ain't on Bunts Road. He's not. That's hysterical. So what I'll say about one, Kevin Nash. So what the statement for those who don't know, Kevin Nash, who's formerly WWE, WCW great, from year going by, formerly Diesel, formerly NWO, formerly NWO Wolfpack, all the things. He had a statement that said that he thought that Javon Evans was too Mr. Bojangles and needed to be more urban. Which of course is a very terrible thing for a person to say. But I do understand sort of what the sentiment was that he was trying to express in a very, very terrible way, which is that the character that they've developed in Javon Evans is the super face. And I'll just use that in terms of wrestling terms. He's the extremely happy guy. I think about there would always be I remember when Rocky Maivia first came out.
Yeah.
And he was so excited to be a wrestler. He was just the happiest.
He got Rocky died.
People hated him. Rocky sucks. Rocky sucks. That's where Rocky sucks came from, because he had the tassels and he had the native clothing. It was my gosh. It was a lot. It was a lot. So it did not go over well, and it wasn't until he became that darker figure. I think his skin actually became darker.
No pun intended.
Too. He became a darker figure, a more brooding character. The more smooth, debonair. Rocky, the Rock that we've come to know and love. And he was more believable. And I think that's what Kevin Nash was trying to get to, is he'd like to see him be more of a dog. Because the dude has all the talent in the world. I want to see Javon Evans win, because dude is a WINNER winner. That's crazy. He's definitely darker now than he was.
No, I hate the camera thing that he does when he first comes out.
No, I don't like
that. Yeah, I don't like that either.
I don't like that.
Here you go. This is what Red's talking about.
That's the one. He looks so doofy. But yeah, I would like to see him. I think as his character develops and they actually put him through like hardships as a wrestler, we'll start to see his character develop more. But he's still in the very initial stages of his superstardom, and he's gonna be a superstar. He's been around for a long time, as long as he doesn't kill himself jumping off of weird things.
Yeah.
So Kevin Nash, he said more than that, but obviously that was the thing that got the headlines. So I guess the overall point that he was trying to make, and this is like still part of that same statement, was that Javon should be the male version of Sol Ruka, that's where he was trying to get to, I guess.
You want something to shake it more.
So he apologized, and then he deleted the apology, and then he came out and was like, I'm not going to talk about Javon Evans. If he fails, it's on him. So like from there, like it is what it is, but look at that. Look, like, yeah.
That boy
He's so happy.
Yeah, get out of here. But last thing before we wrap up our wrestling thing, saying we're going to clear out for Rez real quick. Give us a quick sound bite about Seth Rollins.
All right, so Seth Rollins really quickly. So I was not a fan of Seth Rollins because, again, as y'all remember, those who are, fans of the pod, I took 15 years away from wrestling where I did not watch any wrestling at all. Came back, and Seth Rollins had just started really the Vision thing. Didn't love that. He did have one of the greatest moments I've ever seen when he cashed in his Money in the Bank thing. That was one of the greatest wrestling moments ever. But then he got hurt, lost the title. The Vision turned his back on him and all of that stuff, and he was gone away. But he did an interview on Club Shay Shay, which I normally do not watch Club Shay Shay interviews, nor do I support Club Shay Shay as an entity. It's not one of my favorites at all. I don't. I'm sorry.
That is wild.
I had seen some clips from Seth Rollins on there, and he was talking about several things. On one, he was talking about Ronda Rousey's time in the WWE. He was talking about his relationship with CM Punk. He was talking about just some different things about his past. And I was like, I want to check this out because this dude seems like he got a really good head on his shoulders. And everything I learned about that young man really made me a fan. And it also made me reevaluate like how I sort of view his wrestling skills. Because I did see an interview once where he said, I think I am a 5-tool player in terms of like wrestling. He said, I can bump with the big guys. I can move with the smaller guys. I can jump off the top ropes. I can do high flying stuff. I know holds. I'm a great technical wrestler. He's like, I can do all these things. And so it really made me go back and look at like stuff from him. And I'm a fan. So that's just where I'm at on it. I'm team Seth Rollins. He does snapmare takeovers, dog. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dog. What more do you want? You know what I mean?
All right,
so I'm a Seth Rollins fan. That's the announcement.
So Jack, since you've been watching wrestling, before Rez came and brought it back,
of course, single-handedly. Thank you.
What's your favorite version of Seth Rollins?
My favorite version of Seth Rollins, honestly, I like Seth freaking Rollins. I like the innovator. The like, I don't mind this version of Seth Rollins. He wears like really, he dresses like his wife a lot, but I don't mind like. Yeah. I don't mind like his character. It's cool. I'm not a big fan of the Shield, and maybe I'm an outlier here, but
you're not. I don't like him either.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Shield, man. Like I thought the Shield was cool. I'm not gonna sit like, oh, it was trash. Like I don't think that, but I'm not the biggest fan of the Shield. So I think I like Seth Rollins where he is, Monday Night Rollins, and I love the fact that he hates CM Punk just as much as I do too.
No, the thing that I liked about the Shield was after they broke up, they all got to shine. It wasn't like a Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty thing where the other one just disappeared, never to be seen again. Yeah, but I think the Monday Night Messiah is my favorite version of Seth Rollins. But on the Joe Budden podcast, they were talking about these sassy ass dudes that's trying to take days away from the women. So women came out with the whole Palentines Day, spending time with their friends and having a good time. And now apparently there's a thing as Palentines Day.
Fellas, can you look at us real quick? Hey, you guys watching Stop what you're doing. Put it down. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Yo, don't do that, fellas.
Don't invite me for no damn Palentines.
Hey, fellas. And this comes from 3 guys who got each other Christmas gifts last year.
Don't invite me for no Palentines.
Yo,
Day.
do not ever call yourself a man and celebrate Palentine's Day.
Just know you can't give me what I want for Valentine's Day. That's just straight up.
There's nothing that I want from you for Valentine's Day, homeboy.
Even on the Super Bowl.
Dog.
You know,
Let's kill that one right now.
Like, that is crazy.
That is wild.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Dog. This right here, this is the epitome of they do it, I want to do it too.
Yeah.
Crazy,
that's nasty.
Nah.
Yes, we need to de-pussify America. That's what we need to do right now. Because I was sitting there.
Michael J. White said that America does not produce boys. Like he doesn't produce men anymore, and this is pure evidence.
If I was chilling, and y'all called me on Valentine's weekend or near Valentine's weekend,
hey fellas,
you don't even got to say the word Palentine or any of that. If you say, fellas, "Hey yo, you trying to hang out this weekend?"
No,
I'm gonna tell you no, because you ain't got. Well, I ain't gonna say all that, but no, I can't hang with you this weekend.
Nah,
meet me at the cigar lounge on Monday.
Yeah,
no. I want to be with my pal, my Palentine.
I'm not even trying to smoke a cigar with you on Valentine's Day, or the day before Valentine's Day. Like, no, none of that.
Hey, we just as a crew, as a rap label, and as a conglomerate, do not agree with you if that's what you down with. Period. And it's not even about like homosexuals. It's literally that's just weird. Like that is really weird that you want to get your dudes Valentine's Day gifts.
Like, do you put up balloons and stuff too?
What are y'all doing?
Pink, like it's pink and red.
No, because I know Lindsay went to a Galentine's Day one time, and they had the balloons, they had games, they had tassels and all this kind of stuff like that. They were drinking margaritas and whatnot. So, like, what do you do? Yeah, but what do you do at a Valentine's Day party? Like,
I would assume that we put up the balloons, we all and we like smoke cigars and drink beer and
like, do we gotta drink 40s just to make it more manly?
Yeah, you gotta watch like sports and like
stay away from that to make it more manly.
This is the dude's day.
Matter of fact, you know what? Palentine's Day with the slam dunk contest. There you go.
All right.
So
25 hates Palentine's Day.
No, pause.
Yeah, nah, because I heard it. I heard it.
What did you hear?
Slam dunk contest with Palentine's Day?
I did not put that together. I did not even notice that.
You're not dunking shit in my ass.
That was crazy.
I mean, can't y'all go outside and have a 3-point contest or something?
All right,
I don't want to go long on Valentine's Day.
What is 258? What is 258?
Yeah, so not only do I hate Palentine's Day, I hate you degenerates that can't control yourself online out here wasting your money on things like OnlyFans. You're trying to build a relationship with this person online who the whole point of their existence is, 1, to take your money, 2, to take their clothes off, and 3, to bankrupt you. And you're willingly participating in this when things like X videos exist and Pornhub exists. And guess what? Go touch some grass. There's women in real life too. There are human-sized women walking around here.
Human-sized women is crazy.
That you can
human-sized women are crazy.
That you can spend time with, that will take off their clothes for you willingly for free. You know what I'm saying? You do not have, especially a lot of these dudes end up being like high up on the chain too, lawyers and husbands and like just this type of thing. And like, this is the life that you want to live. I just got one question for you. Why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
Human-sized women is definitely the name of this episode.
Human-sized
women. I am a red-blooded man, just like most of you. I'm a
red-blooded man.
I love the female form, just like most of you. Put your money in your pocket and a human on your lap.
Hey, hold on.
Strip club.
Human-sized women. Dog.
I don't even know what that means.
Hysterical.
It just happened. It just happened.
Nah, you did that, bro. You did that.
I really want to drive this point home. If you want to spend money for a woman's company, there are prostitutes in real life, and there are
human-sized.
Oh, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that in a minute.
But yeah, the thing is, if you want to just spend money on a woman's time, you go to the strip club, dog. Please stop.
That's crazy.
Stop talking to the bot, because this is the thing that a lot of people don't understand. These OnlyFans girls are not real. Like, it's a real girl, and she has a bot that's set up. And when you're messaging her, you're just talking to her bot. Like, you're just talking to ChatGPT, dog. Like, that's it.
That's the other thing. You can just talk to your ChatGPT if you really wanted to.
And your ChatGPT can create pictures for you for $20 a month.
Yeah, well, there was that one case where the lady was suing an AI company because
her husband left her for AI.
No, it was one where it was a teenager that fell in love with the AI. But Jack, why don't you tell the people about this movie I never saw?
Yeah. So, Radical Jack's movie suggestion of the week is The Men in Black. Hey. Come on, dog. So 25 is not American because he's never seen this movie. There are a few things in the world that
please.
There's a few things in the world that I'm completely okay with. There's a few things in the world that I completely accept. Some people can't play spades. Some people don't wear Jordans.
I don't wear Jordans.
Some people don't like macaroni and cheese.
Weirdos.
You're not allowed to be an American born after the year of 1982 and not like Men in Black.
Well, luckily I was born before 1982.
That's cool. That means we're here. That proves my point even more. You're already here. You've seen Independence Day with Will Smith starring aliens.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not watch the biggest Will Smith movie starring aliens?
Because I don't like aliens.
Hey, look, and for everybody who has never seen Men in Black, let me tell you something. This movie is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, this is arguably one of my top 10 favorite films of all time. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm gonna pull it up right now. It's on my top 10 list. This isn't a fluke. It's right there at number 10. It's a little blurry, but either way, I do have an actual top 10. And
was Beauty and the Beast at the top of that?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, what the hell?
Beauty and the Beast is crazy.
Tell us about the movie.
Men in Black stars a young Will Smith, basically starting his career, but it stars of a New York police officer, NYPD, and he learns about a secret organization that hunts I wouldn't say hunt. They take care of alien issues with Earth. He meets a older gentleman who's kind of like ready for retirement, who's trying to train his new guy, and Will Smith becomes the new guy that's ready to take over the mantle and, continue this alien brigade. Alien. I mean, what's the word that you said earlier, Rez? Clandestine organization.
Clandestine organization.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great film. It's funny. It's got a little bit of seriousness in it. It has a lot of heavy hitters in it that a lot of people don't know. Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones. Oh my God, man. I'm sorry. I forgot his name. Gomer Pyle, a.k.a.
the guy that was the bug.
Yeah. Gomer Pyle's in it. A lot of voices. It's a really good film. It's a Steven Spielberg movie. A lot of people don't know that, but it is a Steven Spielberg movie. And Steven Spielberg does great things with aliens. If you put your tinfoil hat on and you hear what Barack Obama just said,
What are these great things that he does with the aliens?
I'm just saying, Barack and Trump said some things about aliens this weekend too. But hey, maybe they're real, maybe they're not. But Steven Spielberg, he's your alien guy, and his movies, for some reason, all his alien movies are head and shoulders above everybody else's. So go see Men in Black. It's about a secret government organization that takes care of aliens. That's probably not true, but hey, who knows?
Okay. Well, go ahead.
The thing I remember last time I saw Men in Black, I realized they cussed a lot more than I remember them cussing in that movie. They cuss a lot in that movie.
Not really.
Yeah, they do. Like, I remember I just watched it like
I'll hunt your ass
3 weeks
down.
ago at the barbershop.
Well, no, I watched that movie all the time, but like,
Yeah, I was like,
they don't say anything
cussed in that
past
movie.
damn and ass.
Nah, they cuss in that movie. Go back.
There's
and watch
no shit. There's no F word. Like,
Go back and watch it again.
So, what kind of level are these curse words if you can say shit and then follow it up with F word?
well, I feel like only bad words are the F word, and I think shit is a medium word. So you can say shit depending on where you're at. You can get a shit off, but
I can't
damn
say
it,
my mom.
damn ass and hell, you can pretty much say those anywhere, and nobody's gonna be like,
Can your kids say
Not
shit?
on my mom. I can't.
"Can what?"
Can your kids say shit?
My kids can't say heck.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Yo, but from Steven Spielberg to another Steven throwing
Okay.
his hat into the presidential race.
Dog, you might be good at this, dog. You might be good at this, dog. You might be good at this, man.
I don't know
That was
what's
dope,
happening.
T5. I'm not mad at that. That was dope.
I'm saying
I like
that was good, dog. That was good.
That was
But
super.
yeah, apparently Stephen A. Smith is considering running for president.
I don't hate that.
Why?
I don't hate it because
I wish I had a golf clap.
I personally like. Okay, so how do I do this?
No, do it. Do it. Do it
Because a
like
few
that.
weeks ago, you said you wanted the celebrities to shut up.
I don't. Okay, great. Let's start there. Let's keep that point there. Celebrity is a famous person, right? And with that fame, certain celebrities are A-listers, B-listers, and then the rest of y'all, right? So actually, I would say A-listers, B-listers, then D-listers, then reality stars, and the rest of y'all. So to me, Stephen A. Smith is a A-list celebrity. Some people don't want to acknowledge that; they don't want to admit it, but he is an A-list celebrity. And if you don't like that, then I'll say he's a B. He's a B+ celebrity. Stephen A. Smith is also a very intelligent person. Just because he gets off a lot of stupid sports takes and may say some things that you don't agree with, it doesn't take away the fact that he is an intelligent man. I think that Stephen A. Smith is well versed enough to become a politician and know what he's talking about and not just go off of Uber. I'm gonna just say this because it's funny, and I'm gonna just be this, and I'm gonna just be this character that you see me on ESPN. I truly believe that if Stephen A. Smith ran for president, he would actually be Stephen A. Smith the guy, and we would not get Sports Center, ESPN, Stephen A. Smith one time. I don't even think we would get podcast Stephen A. Smith. I think the Stephen A. Smith we would see would be the one that's from the pivot, where he's genuinely like talking about issues that he thinks about. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah, he's got half of America's vote if he keeps shitting on LeBron.
well, the LeBron thing, we know why he does it, so I'm not going to pretend like he's wrong. I don't think there's a right or wrong in that scenario because you can't control how you feel about somebody when you're mad at them. So I'm not going to tell him how to feel about that. But me personally, I don't think Stephen Smith is a bad candidate. I personally think that he should run for like his county and his city, and I think he should do like city council and stuff like that first. Maybe become a senator or something lower level.
Just say it. Just say it. Clean up dirty ass New York.
That's crazy. I didn't say anything like that. All I said was I don't think he should jump to president. I think he should first get into a political chair and then
Clean up the rotten apple.
These are all 2-5 thoughts. Please play the thing, Rez, the thing.
I got you. Sorry, I got you. The thoughts of Mike Wilson, aka 25, are not necessarily the views of Ray Jean Lewis or Radical Jack. We are not the same. We are very different. Thank you. So what I'll say is, I don't want celebrities running for president of the United States. I want people who understand what it takes to actually run a country to run for the president of the United States. If you're a celebrity and you're interested in making a difference in your community, there are lots of other things that you can run for. There's city council, there's county council, there's aldermen in New York. There's mayor, there's governor. I wouldn't want you running for governor either, just for the record. I do not want celebrities that do not have a background in like actual politics running. Like, it's not a popularity contest, y'all. The presidency is a very important position, and I understand that everybody doesn't feel that way because they feel like, oh, Donald Trump did it, so now anybody should be able to do it. No, the truth is that Donald Trump shouldn't have done it either. We never should have elected Donald Trump, but we're here now because we've done it as a nation twice. And I say we, though I'm somebody that did not vote for him. We as a country decided that that's who we wanted to make the president, and we see what we're getting, for better or for worse. And you may feel like he's doing an amazing job, and if you do, God bless you. But I look at the facts, I look at what's actually happening, and I don't want 4 more years of this, y'all.
4 more years.
And when I mean 4 more years, I don't mean 4 more years of Donald Trump. I mean, we don't need 4 more years of Celebrity Apprentice. We don't need 4 more years of people learning on the job how to run a country, how the Constitution works, what the Bill of Rights is, like what you actually have the ability, what are the actual balances of powers. We don't need 4 more years of people sucking up to someone to get some spots on a reality show. We don't need that. We need people who actually understand what makes this nation run. It's gonna bring our country together before we collapse, because we're not very far from it. We need people who care about Americans, who actually, not just the people who voted for you, not just the people who like you, all Americans. The president of the United States is the president of all people in America and American territories. So that means they also have to care about Puerto Rico. They also have to care about the U.S. Virgin Islands. They also have to care about Panama.
And Guam.
And Guam. Samoa. All these areas they need to care about. Like, these are areas that they need to actually care and know that those are parts of our freaking country. These are things that should be a part of the United States of America's, whoever the president is, whether they're Republican, Democrat, Independent, Green Party, Tea Party. I don't care. I just want people who actually understand how this thing works. That's it.
I just want originality. You know what I'm saying? From the standpoint of, when I listen to Stephen A. talk about politics, it just sounds like he repeats everything that Fox News says.
That's
you know, there's no original thought. There's no, this is what, look at somebody like Mondami, for example. And I'm not saying this to big up Mondami or I'm a fan of Mondami, but I'm just making a point. He came in with a very deliberate plan that was different, that wasn't mainstream.
Yep, like it or hate it, he got a plan.
Right. Yep. To where Stephen A. would just be a lot of the same thing with a funny voice and a following already. You know what I mean? So that's why when I look at things like this, I don't mind a celebrity running for office, but don't wait until you're running to try to sell me on what you could bring to the table. Like, this is the time to be putting out there, not necessarily giving away what your platform would be, but just have your own talking points and own things, your own structure that you want to establish and stick to. And I think that's where the celebrities get it wrong. Like, Trump had that. He had a lot of originality, like a lot of thoughts that, weren't necessarily in the public sphere before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I need from Stephen A. is give me, what's the difference between you would just be a more centralized version of Gavin Newsom to some degree.
He'd be a less educated JD Vance.
Oh, well, damn. Okay.
I think Rez might be.
Hi, Omarosa.
I think Rez might be Team LeBron. Like he don't rock with Steve.
Nah, it's just but see, right now I'm not even making right now thinking of Stephen A. Like because I could go into what I don't like about Stephen A. as running for, like I haven't talked about Stephen A. at all actually in what I was saying. I don't want celebrities running for like I just don't. But I could give you specific reasons why Stephen A. Smith as a candidate is a terrible idea. Him as an individual, I can give you line by line, but I don't want to do that to another black man.
Oh, I respect.
Especially not during this time.
Yeah, not during this
Black
month.
History Month.
Now March 1st.
Nah,
It's
I
on.
won't do it.
It's on,
I won't do
Steven.
it March 1st.
It's on. Well.
I will say
one more addendum, unless it's Jason Whitlock.
Oh yuck, yeah, that wall.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
I don't even say his name.
He's not even black. I mean, he's just a dark skinned dummy. But as far as celebrities go, we got Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronald Reagan, Donald Trump, and I think we have one more celebrity that was in office at some point. But I know those three. Those are the big dogs that everybody.
Well, I mean,
knows.
you got Kane. Kane ran
you
for
got Kane,
Kane,
you
Jerry
got
Springer,
Jesse Body Ventura.
Linda McMahon.
But Jerry Springer was a mayor before he was a celebrity. That's the difference.
Yeah.
And so, Ronald Reagan literally worked his way up. He didn't just run for the presidency. He was the governor of California.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, just the fact
I'm
that,
just saying, like
you have celebrities
if Stephen A. Smith went through that, if Stephen A. Smith did that, it's like, okay, I'm gonna run for my local, thing. I'm gonna work my way up and then run for the presidency. I'd have no problem with it. But it's the dude that's on ESPN running for office.
Yeah.
No, never.
But yeah, I like to throw Kane in there. That's pretty cool. Jesse Ventura and Kane. That's cool. Jesse Ventura and Arnold Schwarzenegger also were in Predator together. Fun fact.
Yeah. Nice. So, and then they became Predators together. Go.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that Clay Aiken was a politician.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
What did he run for? Did he win?
No, I don't think he won. It looks like he ran for maybe a senator position in North Carolina.
In North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's so funny? All right, hold up. Anyway, before Jack takes us out of here, I want to give y'all my favorite Clay Aiken moment.
Oh dear.
No.
What? What? Oh, wait. Whoa. What? What?
No, like so.
Man.
So you know,
like this.
No, we always talk about the best lines, metaphors, and all that kind of stuff that we've heard in rap.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, Fabulous had a line. Fabulous had a line that said, "You Clay Aiken soft. You keep talking until this red light's on you. It's like the PlayStation's off." You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite lines in rap history and my favorite Clay Aiken moment.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
Jack, take us out of here.
Oh man, that's crazy. Anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. First time, last time listeners, and I know this was a short pod. I know a lot of people like short pods, but as always, we appreciate whoever tunes in, man. We just treat you guys with a perspective, hoping to deliver a diverse way of thinking, open dialogue, always expect intelligence. I'm Radical Jack. That's 2-5. That's Rez. We're back. This is episode 19. Say less. Say more.
Turn the PlayStation off.
All right, say bye.
Bye.
A lot of people love to talk, but they don't really say nothing. You can drop a like and go subscribe, knowing 2-5 probably finna hate something. Chop it up about the game, give a little game, knowing you could take something. We just saying less and saying more, should've known before you in the right place. You know Jack can keep it radical. A little crazy with his take, but he gon' keep it factual. And you know he been a fan of wrestling since attitude. We ain't here to be the ones you playing with. Red steady dropping gems only for relationships. We ain't never thinking Liam Neeson if you take it. Come and tap in with your favorites. Hey, we gon' talk about your latest. Yeah, come and tune into the station. Come and listen to this conversation. Like and subscribe, we going live. We gon' tell you what you need to hear in perfect moderation. Wait, it's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Hey, hold up.